Welcome back to another random discussion, number 2 on Ram Talk of the Night. I am your host, AJ Eaton, and I am joined here with Dylan Kennedy.
Thank you for having me.
And Aaron Chemzinski.
I'm here.
So, Ram discussion, it's been a long time since we've had a Ram Talk of the Night. We apologize for that delay. We've been working on our Series to Series podcast, which I recommend checking out. Dylan, you want to tell more about that?
We're watching the Halloween movies and doing a podcast on each of them. It's been a lot of fun. We've got 4 episodes out for you guys to go and absorb if you choose to. They're a lot of fun. Hopefully you find them interesting. I know we do. So, yeah, check that out. It's fun. Halloween's around the corner. Now's the perfect time. Let's get into it, people. Let's get spooky. Let's go.
So, Ram discussion number 2. Last time we talked about Mac Miller's death. And a lot of other stuff.
Oh, did you hear about that?
I did not. Anyway,
okay.
What are we talking about today? What do you guys want to start with?
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, but I guess we should just go ahead and address the elephant in the room because you can't not avoid what's going on right now with this Brett Kavanaugh. Mm-hmm. How do you pronounce his last name?
Nice double negative, by the way.
Oh, what'd I say?
Can't not.
You can't not avoid it.
So Kavanaugh's in the news a lot. What's
Brett
he
Kavanaugh.
doing?
Well, he's this dude. He's running for the Supreme Court or something like that, or
Supreme Court
of
the United States.
And
he's not running for it. He's being appointed.
He's okay. Something's going on. He's doing a thing. And, you know, it's the hashtag Me Too movement thing. I guess this lady stepped forward and said that back in their Yale days, he sexually assaulted her.
No, it was back in high school.
Was it high school?
Yeah.
I thought they were talking about Yale. I guess I'm not informed on this.
It was like Georgetown Preparatory Academy.
Oh, you did your research, Dylan.
I did do my research. I watched CNN this morning.
Well, there you go.
And
everybody knows you're supposed to watch Fox News.
Of course. The real news. Yeah. It's fake news.
So Trump, speaking of that, Trump has ordered the FBI to investigate Brett Kavanaugh and sexual misconduct allegations.
Yeah, he's denying it, of course.
Yeah.
But I guess there's a lot of stuff there's a lot of stuff involved where it's like they were drunk, they were at a party, you know, so there's like all that stuff involved with it. And it's like, you know, who's to say with all this Me Too movement stuff? I mean, if this man is like a terrible sex offender, like, of course he should be prosecuted and sent to prison, like, naturally. But
it's past the statute of limitations.
What does that mean?
Like, you can't prosecute that crime. Like, you can't be arrested for it.
Oh, so now it's just more of like a moral conflict of like
yeah.
He's fighting for his character more. Yeah,
because the Supreme Court makes decisions based off morals.
Well, what about Bill Cosby and all those bros then? Like that, all their stuff happened years ago as well.
There's like a certain amount of years they can do it. Like I think rape is like 10 years. Like if it's past the 10-year limit, you cannot be arrested or prosecuted for it.
Wow, that's kind of fucked up.
So apparently, like a few women have come out and said something against him.
So I guess he was also underage when it occurred.
4 women.
How old was he? I
just high school.
So like what, 17, 18?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
around that age.
So okay, yeah, I was listening to the ladies. What's the lady who is stepping forward against him?
Christine Ford.
Okay, I was listening to her testimony today, where she was pretty much going through the story about how it was Brett and some other bro,
Mark Judge.
Brett's. Okay, yeah, Mark Judge, which I guess he's also another political figure. He's like a big dude in politics, or no, small dude maybe.
He makes creepy YouTube videos about college students.
You're kidding me?
No.
So he's a nobody. Yeah, she stepped forward and pretty much was telling the story, and then I watched his side of it where he's coming out saying, like, I did not sexually assault anybody. You know, I did used to drink and party back in the day, but who didn't, and who's to say? I don't know. But then there was that one guy, who was the guy who stepped forward and was yelling?
Lindsey Graham. Lindsey
Graham came through and was saying, you know, how he thought this is bullcrap. I mean, come on, leave this guy alone, Brett Kavanaugh. But I don't know, man. It's hard to say. You know, with these things, you can't really have an opinion because it's like, you know, if he raped someone, I mean, it's like he's an awful person, but then he's saying he didn't. And I mean, obviously, I wasn't there. You know, who's to say? I don't know. I mean, it's perplexing. We don't have to go into it because it's a very touchy subject, and I'm sure a lot of people out there have some very strong opinions on it. I mean, I just don't. So that's a big thing going on right now, Brett Kavanaugh. I don't know if he's fucked or not, but probably, because sexual assault scandals have been known to ruin people's lives. Sometimes for good reasons, sometimes for bad.
Except for Bill Clinton.
And we'll leave it at that. Well, except for Bill Clinton. He actually kind of benefited from it, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did he benefit from it? Who knows?
Yeah, he said, thank you, Monica. And he said, I did not have sex with that girl in front of Congress and Senate. And he said, deuces, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
All right, AJ, you got any topics?
Yeah, let's get
Yeah,
on a
we're
lighter
done.
note.
We're done on Brett Kavanaugh. Yeah.
So lighter note, Lil Wayne dropped his new album, The Carter 5, and it's been in the making for like 7 years. Been a lot of legal trouble.
What's the legal trouble?
Basically, like Birdman, Cash Money Records, they halted his album from coming out, and so
Why?
just how they are, record companies.
I mean, there's no reason.
Lil Wayne took him to court for like $50 million, I believe,
Okay.
and it just now finally, long-awaited, released.
It's got that XX Takashi feature on it. How do you pronounce it? Takishinov.
But what was really interesting about that is Kanye West is releasing an album tomorrow, but it was supposed to be released today.
Hasn't he already been releasing albums? Like,
this is going to be his like studio album, and it's called
Yeah,
Yandi.
he released an EP.
okay.
And he delayed it for tomorrow because he wanted Lil Wayne to have the spot today.
Oh.
Yeah, and he
what
said
a
the
sweet
world
guy.
needs a Kanye and a Lil Wayne album right now.
That would have been dope if that came out on the same day, though. That would have been like a good day for hip hop, right?
Yeah.
That would have been good. I'm wondering if Childish Gambino is going to release a new album because he's got those 2 singles out, that This Is America and Feels Like Summer, and those are both great. And I'm wondering if those are going to contribute to a whole album.
I hope not.
You hope not. You don't like Childish Gambino?
I like him.
Okay.
I just don't like those 2 singles.
Oh, you don't like? Okay, fair enough. Well, so this is the last time Aaron will be appearing on the podcast, unfortunately.
Hey, also going on in the music world, this is interesting. Led Zeppelin must face a new trial claiming it stole the Stairway riff.
Yeah, that's actually, I've heard about that. That's been like in the works for a long time now.
So I guess they have to face a new trial. What's going on
Well,
with
they
that?
already went to trial once.
I haven't heard anything about this.
Some new band said that Led Zeppelin stole the riff at the beginning of Stairway to Heaven from them. So then they had to go back to their old archives and like find videotapes of them like learning to play the song and everything on guitar
wow.
Yeah, I saw
in court and everything.
Yeah, I saw something somewhere that was talking about how that Stairway to Heaven song wasn't technically like fully original, that it had a lot in common with some other song. I don't know what the other
Well, pretty
song
much
is,
every
though.
song's not fully original.
It's hard to make original music nowadays. I mean, everything's going to either be influenced or referencing or based off of something else. I mean, what are you going to do? Shit. There's only so many melodies and chord progressions and songs that
It's
can
like
be
pretty much
written.
every pop song nowadays like has the exact same beat,
Mhm.
4 beats per minute
There's
at least.
Yeah, there's someone, I read this article once, someone did a mashup of like 200 different like top 40 hit singles and found that a lot of them utilized the same 4 chords,
Yeah.
just in different like rhythms and things like that. So it's
Did-
like,
Didn't Dead Mouse prove that?
maybe it was Dead Mouse.
Whatever.
That's interesting. You guys ever hear of a band called Greta Van Fleet?
Yeah, they sound exactly like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin ripped them off, dude.
Oh, is that the name of the band?
No. Greta Van Fleet, like they wear their influences on their shoulder. They're very Led Zeppelin heavy.
Oh,
They're great.
okay.
I mean, I'm not knocking them, but it's
Yeah.
like I like to always joke and be like, dude, Led Zeppelin ripped off Greta Van Fleet, man. But it's actually vice versa, but not technically.
On Mars right now, the Opportunity rover is stuck.
Oh,
And,
shit.
They just were able to find satellite images of it on Mars, and they found it, so it's there. But I guess with that storm, there's a big storm on Mars,
Oh boy,
and it pretty much the rover shut itself down to like keep
that's
itself.
the one Matt Damon got stuck in.
What? Oh, the storm.
You haven't seen The Martian?
No, I haven't.
Matt Damon's stuck on Mars in a storm, and it's Matt Damon.
But hopefully, like this doesn't turn out like Spirit, because Spirit was a Mars rover and it got stuck in like sand.
I'd hate to be the guy who like logged on to the computers that day and was like, we lost the Mars rover.
Yeah.
Like that guy, you think he got fired?
Well, they knew it was going to happen, but they were hoping that it wouldn't like get stuck.
They were like, yeah.
It shut itself down and it's not rebooting.
No, they were drunk and doing donuts up there, and they were like, you don't think you'll get stuck, do you? So I read some interesting facts about the new Halloween movie that's coming out.
Is it a direct sequel of 2?
No, it's a direct
It's a
sequel of 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is so it's I don't know if you know this or not, Aaron, but you know who wrote the new Halloween movie?
Same guy that wrote the first one?
Well, technically it's based on characters by John Carpenter, but Danny McBride wrote, I'm not even kidding you, fucking Danny McBride he wrote him and Drew Goddard, the same guy who directed Pineapple Express. They're the ones who are like helming the project. Yeah, I was reading this article about it the other day about how in an interview John Carpenter said that when they gave him the script to the new Halloween movie, that it was the best like Halloween adaptation he said he had ever read. He said it was like from all the sequels, even the ones he wrote, excluding the first one, because they all date back to the first one. This will be I don't know, what is this, the third or fourth time they're rebooting it? Basically, this is the best one he's read to date, and that's why he is executive producing it and greenlit the project. So that's exciting. I just read that, and I thought that was...
Got the approval.
He got the signed approval from the master himself.
Wait. It's the third time that they're rebooting it.
Third?
Yeah, because the first...
H2O was the first, and then the Rob Zombie was the second?
H2O wasn't a reboot, though.
Yeah, I guess it's the second time that they're rebooting it, because the first time they did it was Rob Zombie.
H2O takes place after 2, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that's not...
it's not a reboot, it's a sequel.
Not a reboot, it's a sequel.
But, I mean, it discards 3 through 4, right?
3 through 6.
3 through 6, so it's like a reboot, right?
It's not a reboot, it's just a direct sequel from 1 and 2.
Sesame Street movie.
Oh,
yeah.
Sesame Street
movie. It's going to have Jonathan Kressel as the director.
Jonathan
Portlandia?
Kressel. Yeah.
What's Portlandia?
Jonathan Kressel. He directs Portlandia. He's directed a lot of TV shows. He did Tim and Eric's Awesome Show.
Oh, okay.
He's just worked with like a lot of.
You gonna go see the Sesame Street movie?
Directed by Jonathan Kressel.
Is Bert and Ernie gonna be
see
gay?
That movie? That sounds awesome.
Is Bert and Ernie going to be gay in it?
It's about time they came out. I mean, hey, LGBTQ, am I right?
Yeah.
No, did you see that, though? The original creator of Bert and Ernie said that they weren't gay, and then because one writer said that they were, and then the original creator said that they weren't, they were just like, they have like hetero love for each other, kind of. Like they're both heterosexual. They love each other. And then everybody kept saying that he was homophobic.
Which one, Bert or Ernie?
No, the original creator. I forget his name.
Jim Henson?
I guess.
I think, yeah, it is, ain't it?
Yeah, he was one of them, for sure.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I think it was Jim Henson.
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, no, Bert and Ernie's gay for sure, bro.
So Facebook...
I don't care.
Facebook just revealed that a network security breach affected over 50 million users.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, Facebook is really fucking up.
I can't imagine having that many users and having to deal with all that stuff.
Does this mean we're going to get another Mark Zuckerberg Congress hearing, and it's going to be a lot of spicy memes coming out of it? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm to understand?
It's the best thing that come out of that shit.
Is that what everyone does? Is just they look forward to the memes?
Well, yeah, you have to. You have to.
Yeah, it's like the only positivity,
If we want to transition into memes, me and Aaron were talking earlier, like, what's with these moth memes?
Okay, the moth lamp memes. Okay, for real. So a guy posted a picture on Reddit of a moth, and it was just really big, and he was just amazed by its size. And all of a sudden, it just like people were making jokes in the comments about how they're attracted to moths or lamps. I mean, and like how they're just really annoying. And all of a sudden, people just started making memes.
And it grew from that.
And it grew from that. Just a simple conversation about moths and lamps.
Yeah, we were going through and reading some of them, and I gotta say they're pretty funny. There's a couple really good ones.
They're so random.
I didn't know what you were talking about. You'd be like, "Have you seen these stupid ass moth memes?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then like the conversation never went any further. And then I was like scrolling through Facebook, and I was like, "What are all these moth memes?" Oh, wait, AJ warned me of these. Yeah, it's interesting. I just don't know where. That's just memes come from what are with memes these days? These days, what are even memes? What are with memes?
Would you say memes are losing originality?
They have been since the 90s.
I mean,
when they first came out.
Or do you think they're just so random they're clever?
Memes can only be so original, though, because a lot of memes get recycled, and a lot of memes use the same format. Like, the whole kind of purpose of a meme is like, it's like an open platform that you can post. Like, you see a lot of memes like in the same category that you can call back to. I don't know. Are they unoriginal? I think every wave of memes that comes through is an original concept behind the meme, but it uses unoriginal like formats of memes. So I don't know. But the answer to that question, I think, is yes and no.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like YouTubers like Dalton Dark and Grande. Their memes are so unoriginal it hurts.
I agree with that.
Some of them are funny because it's like, you see like the same meme over and over again, and it's just like it's something completely else, something completely different. I mean, that's just, most of them are just awful.
You got your spicy memes, your dank memes, your deep fried memes. They're all good. I don't understand deep fried memes.
So, have you guys watched Daredevil on Netflix?
I saw like half.
I watched like the first episode.
Yeah, I saw like half. I was like, I'm done.
Okay, because season 3, the trailer came out for it on Netflix.
Oh, how exciting!
I haven't seen it yet. I have
good for them.
I don't fuck with Marvel.
I don't want to watch it. So.
I like the movies and the comics.
The Ben Affleck movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that was years ago. Who
it's easy.
cares?
It's easy to forget about. Yeah.
Yeah, that movie was like awful. Like it was okay when like your kids and stuff. When you get older, you're like, yeah,
You want to hear a terrible memory I have with the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie?
I'd love to.
Go for
Okay,
it.
so in this small little town we live in, first movie that ever opened in our local movie theater was the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie. And I remember I went to go see it, and I was so floored with the movie. I had such a good time watching it. I mean, mind you, I was like maybe 11 years old at this time. So, like, you know, anything impresses an 11-year-old. I liked the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie so much that I used to fantasize that I was blind and could fight crime like Daredevil did.
He literally did what everyone else did with Spider-Man and Batman.
I know, but
You were
it's like
Daredevil.
mine was like I want to
can't
be
see.
mine was I want to be blind so I can fight crime. My
That's
superpower.
actually kind of cool. You're like
It's
the
not
first
cool.
I've ever heard.
You don't want to wish blindness upon anybody.
Everybody was like, I want to be Superman, Spider-Man. Dylan's like,
Daredevil because he was blind.
Yeah.
Although in the Ben Affleck movie they didn't really
Could you see in the rain?
he could
Dylan?
see in the rain.
At
Yeah.
least he
that-
didn't want to be Catwoman.
well, that's a whole nother story that we'll talk about on the next podcast.
You think they'll ever reboot a Catwoman movie?
Oh, for sure. It's inevitable.
Serious?
It's inevitable.
Or do you think it'll be straight to like Netflix, like TV
Dude, how about-
series?
It could be either or.
I feel like they're going for more of these TV series route now. You know,
Well, the movies are still killing
Well,
it.
that's
Like, they'll
still
put a-
DC.
Catwoman was
Yeah.
big enough to where I think they would definitely reboot her into a movie. But
Well, it's a Batman
Supergirl,
villain.
Supergirl, she gets her own CW show.
What's this new Marvel movie that just came out? Captain Marvel. Is that what?
It,
you're
Yeah,
it
saying?
Captain
didn't just
Marvel.
come out. It's coming out early next
Oh,
year.
okay.
Yeah.
It's a female lead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, is Captain Marvel, was it originally a female lead?
Yeah.
I have no
Okay.
idea who Captain Marvel
I
was.
was reading
Well,
about
the
Captain
original
Marvel.
Captain Marvel was Shazam from DC, but whenever Stan Lee wrote, or whoever wrote the original Captain Marvel, they copyrighted it out from under DC, so they had to change his name to Shazam.
Okay.
No, that was a movie starring Shaq in the 90s, right?
That was Kazam.
Kazam. That never existed, actually.
Yeah, fuck all that Mandela effect thing. All right.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much. I mean, it's been like a crazy week, I guess, with the Kavanaugh stuff. But other than that, it's
Well,
been
that Kavanaugh
smooth.
stuff
Well,
didn't happen until like the other day.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix is the Joker, man.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
We
yeah.
Talk about
What do
that.
you think about that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not too excited.
I don't
Dude,
care.
he's a great actor.
Oh,
Like,
I love Joaquin Phoenix.
the way he can just act just with his face
Yeah.
is insane.
It does look interesting that
That
it's gonna-
name sounds like a movie itself.
Walking Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin
Is that
Phoenix.
the name of the guy?
Joaquin Phoenix.
The opening scene is just like, my brother died in the 90s.
Yeah, what was his brother's name? The big-
River.
River Phoenix. Yeah,
Oh,
who he was
man.
in Stand by Me.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves' best friend
Yep, My Own Private Idaho.
Huh.
died outside of an LA club.
So, are you excited about the movie? Aaron?
Hell yeah, dude. I
Really?
love everything Batman.
It looks-
Except for Justice League, because that kind of pissed me off. But
It looks interesting.
man,
It looks
yeah.
like a different take,
Yeah.
and that seems fresh. And
I'm excited for Venom.
yeah, Venom looks cool.
Yeah,
I-
Venom.
Venom's my favorite out of the whole Spider-Man.
Tom
series.
Hardy.
Oh,
Tom Hardy's making me Hardy.
yeah,
Yeah, he is. He didn't make
Yeah.
Bane that good, but, other than that,
Oh yeah, that's right. He was Bane.
He
Yeah.
did good at Bane.
I thought Bane was awesome.
Bane was legit.
I
listen,
loved Bane.
I have a problem with all of Christopher Nolan Batman movies because it's not real Batman.
It's Dark Knight.
He just tried to make it too realistic. Like, Batman was just a ninja.
Well,
That was it.
we could go toe to toe on the.
Technically, now there is a Japanese as or
Yeah, yeah.
Batman as a samurai.
Yeah, ninja.
Oh, yeah,
it's like
that-
Batman
there's that-
Ninja.
the
That's what it's
anime
called.
one. Yeah. Did you guys see the
Looks
killing?
pretty awesome.
Did you guys see the killing joke? That
Yeah,
yeah, that was pretty interesting.
What's that?
Batman.
that's what Joaquin Phoenix's movie is going to be based off of.
Really?
Yeah, the Killing Joke.
Yeah, that's the one where Batman gets naked and
Oh.
there's nudity in it.
Is Batman going to be in this?
Yeah, and
new
he has
movie?
sex with Batgirl.
Yeah.
Is this new
Before she
movie?
gets
Is it like the
crippled.
origin of Joker, or is it like
Yeah.
is Batman going?
That's
to be
what the
in it?
Killing Joke was.
Yeah, it's like it's interesting because the still frames of Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker just kind of look like Joaquin Phoenix, and they're like, "This is Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker," and everyone's like, "No, that's just Joaquin Phoenix." Well,
Yeah.
that's the point.
His makeup in the screen test is a combination of all previous live action Jokers.
That's cool.
Except for Heath Ledger. It was Heath Ledger's Joker whenever he was wearing the clown mask at the beginning of The Dark Knight.
Man, Heath Ledger just killed that role of the
Yeah.
Joker. That it's like
Yeah, he
Jared
acted the
Leto couldn't do it. Joaquin Phoenix, he's got a lot riding on this, but I feel like he's got enough talent and potential that he's going to pull it off.
Jared Leto could do it if the writing was good enough from Suicide Squad.
Oh, man, Suicide Squad was a mess.
Yeah, it was a disaster.
Yeah, I'm glad I haven't seen that.
Oh, man, it's terrible.
Okay, so we're going to end it there. We're going to do another one of these next week, or maybe an actual topic.
Yeah,
it's
we
been a long
gotta-
time since we've done one.
We need to do a topic.
Kim Possible live action movie?
What?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's possible.
I was about to say, end it there.
It's Kim Possible, man.
It's